Hey, Shalom. First, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, the house of David. Let's get into this. So, this is gonna be another one of my videos. I was supposed to make a series of it. I forgot what I was gonna call the series. I wanted to say dissecting the mind or something, because just looking into the thought patterns of the people. How did this happen? How did this happen? We know ultimately it's because we fell away from Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. We was too curious about the ways of the heathen nations. We was too curious about wickedness. And because we rejected Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua's ways. But what I'm trying to get at is, how did we get here? The degrading of our people. How did we get to this degrading of our people? And I want to talk about that. Excuse me, I had to cross the street. I want to talk about that. Damn, that train going too. It's gonna catch all that noise. I think by the time I get there, it should be, stop. Hopefully. But yeah, let's talk about it. Now, I want to touch on homosexuality and why it's so rampant today. Why most men, one man ain't say most, a lot of men don't blanch at it anymore. They'll probably blink at it, wink at it, but they don't blanch at it anymore. They don't have a hard disgust to it anymore. Why is that? Because let's run time back. Let's run the time back. When I remember there was a point in time when niggas, so I keep saying the N-word. When people didn't used to go with that stuff, like, you gotta think back in the old days. I won't say old days because it wasn't really too long ago. Back when I was younger, I remember nobody was talking about sticking it up a woman's butt. Nobody was saying they were doing it. Nobody was doing it. Except the freaky ass white man. Cause look, back then, he was known for that. That's something Jake didn't touch. He was known for that. Everybody had an aversion to that. Everybody wasn't, I'm gonna say how my auntie said, eating that fur burger. People used to clown each other over that, But it's that butt stuff that came with what? How did that all come into I'm gonna say Jake's society? How did that come into Jake's society? Corn, and music, especially music. It really came in with the music, because that was Jake's thing. Jake loved music. And when they start introducing that, like, yeah, I put her in her butt and all that crap. all that kraut, no pun intended, it started to get to Jake. It wasn't really the corn, Jake avoided that even using that. They were like, nah, we don't freak with this. Even the old school corn, do you have that? Like the black man going in the woman's butt. They didn't even do that until they started trying to push that. They started to push it. Especially with Jake. Why? That's gonna open them up to homosexuality, because that if you're doing that with a woman, it's still an act of homosexuality. That opened them up. Because somewhere along the line, they just kept on getting nastier and nastier and nastier. It just kept on getting nastier and nastier and nastier. Why? Because your idols, your famous rappers said they was doing it. You had people in the movies saying they was doing it. Oh, my husband blank, blank, blank. Oh, I like it when he blank, blank, blank. Females rappers, like, you ain't had that many back then, but you still had a fruit on them saying, oh, he gonna put it in my blank, blank, blank. Once you're looking back on it, you can see E's hand in it. How E wanted to, pit Jake on his level. Because Jake was not rocking with that stuff back then. Jake was like, hell nah. You knew, even as a young child, even when even when you don't know a damn thing about sex, you know that wasn't the place you was supposed to put your member in. You knew that. You knew that. Salakia. But yeah, you knew that. You knew that was the place you wasn't supposed to put your member in. But because of E wanting to put Jake on his level, because still Jake had some dignity, even after they came out of slavery. I'm gonna say came out of hard slavery. Jake still had some dignity. And Jake was still excellent than his neighbor. But they gotta keep doing it. They gotta constantly throw BS into Jake's face and ears, to offend all his senses, so they can be on his level. Because everything Jake doing nowadays that's abominable and horrendous, this man was already on it. This man is doing it. When everybody else wasn't doing it, he was doing it, and he was known for it. They can point this man at. Cause when it came to butt sex, they used to be like, oh, that's that white man stuff. White man do that. That used to be his stigma. But now, through their engineering, through their media, through their sorcerer's gate, they have charmed and enchanted Jake to be as him. With that mirror, they made a dark reflection of himself, a melanated reflection of himself. So this man can feel at ease. And each time they leave Jake alone, it's like Jake can start to, you know how the body automatically heal itself, start to recycle stuff, eat up the bad, eat up the bad and throw it away as trash. Your body start to, it's called autophagy, right? It's when the cells start to eat eat away at your eat away at yourself. But it's actually, but first, what first is gonna do is gonna eat them like cancer cells, damaged protein. Damaged protein is like it's when you eat protein and it's mixed with sugar that damage the protein. Like you like meats and stuff. Say like meat with barbecue, that barbecue sauce got sugar. Like when you eat meat, you ain't supposed to actually eat have sugar with it. But that's beside the point. Let me get back on topic. But yeah, Jacob started to clean himself up. Jacob started to clean himself up, and Esau saw that. They ain't think after everything, all that nasty stuff they did to us in slavery. They think once they release y'all from hardcore slavery, y'all gonna be as him. Y'all gonna be at the slave master. But nah, Jake went right back to seeking the Lord. You know, Jake went right back to seeking the Lord. Jake went right back and trying to have proper conduct. And he saw this, so he said he's gonna always need to surround Jake and follow, always, pin that in his face, so they can be like him with your music, with your all your entertainments, keep you bogged down with it. And they hate you because you're not like him. Because you're better than him. That's why he wants to destroy you. Let me get these 2 scriptures I want before I continue to rant. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 6. It's the same verse. It's the same scripture that I used in the last video, the video I want to make a series out of. Listen, folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low places. The rich being spiritually rich, you got to recall that scripture. I know that poverty, but thou art rich in spirit. The righteous. But because folly he has made himself the a dark melanated image, and made this dark melanated image popular with all his abominable acts of a madman, acts of a sicko, has made that man rich, glorified this man's action. So what? Jake can follow after it. You got everybody listening, everybody hearing it. Listen, everybody else, somebody he don't even mess like the song, but because he heard it so much, he mumbling it. He know the lyrics. In a moment of absent-mindedness, he'll start singing the lyrics, and he don't even really mess with the song. But this will have somebody else like, man, that song that good? Dang. Let me actually get into it. They want to fit in. They want to get popular. Now they listening. Even if they don't like it, they're going to make themselves like it now so they can fit in, so they can be popular, so they can be the next guy. You see, folly is setting great dignity. And the folly is setting great dignity. If you have a sick man, a madman leading the way, everybody else is going to be sick and mad with him. And this is what we see. This is the degeneration of our people. That's why he has to get up out of here. This man, he loves sickness. This man loves sickness. He want to maintain the population to a very low number. He want to maintain population to a very low number. You had one Edomite, a quote I seen beloved brother Yashima put. This man said, if I die, I'm roughly paraphrasing this man's quote. He said, if I die, I want to come back as a plague. Nigga. Like what? Like what? A high amount of number of people scares this man. Life scares this man. Life scares this man. Why? Because this man is a fugitive. This man is a fugitive. This man is a fugitive, man. He trying to kill all the cattle. He trying to destroy all the plants to replace them with his chemical generated apple. His generated damn, fruits, them GMOs. This man is literally destroying the earth because he knows that the earth is on your side. The earth is on your side. The earth, when the righteousness gonna rule, what? The earth gonna what? It's gonna heal. It's gonna bear more. It's gonna bear more. The beasts of the field is gonna be in league with you. The stones of the field is gonna be in league with you. This man knows creation is on his side. The earth is on your side. So what must he do? He must destroy the earth. Because it knows with everything he do, the earth is gonna help. That's why he don't want y'all on that plant-based, diet. He call it what? Pseudoscience. He call medicinal medicine, pseudoscience. He try to downplay it. He try to make it sound like it ain't really nothing. But it's been known that when people was eating that clean diet, they started to heal. They started to get better. And he hated that. So he started making them damn GMO stuff. GMO food don't have the same amount of nourishment. They don't have seeds. They barely have flavor. This man said, nah, the earth is helping him. We need to do something about this. We need to do something about this. This man, he is a fugitive. So what? He must destroy. He must destroy the earth. He must destroy you. So what? He can survive and get that blessing. That's why he trying to leave. That's why he trying to leave Earth. That's why he trying to leave Earth. Because Earth is your ally. He got to get up. He got to get off of it, or you have to destroy it. And he need to destroy that Earth man, that hue man, that hue going to your color man, that colored man. This nigga is the real subhuman. Let me get this. Bear with me 1 minute. I'm crossing the streets and stuff. I'm getting amped. All this fuckery and this trying to kill us off, trying to destroy the earth. Shit. Salaki. This is Wisdom of Solomon. I think shit. Is it? Let me see. Without his voice list. Yeah, we won't go into this nigga right here. Let us. Hold on, I'm gonna read on this nigga. Fuck it, I might just start from one. So like this, I wasn't really going into this, but fuck that nigga Esau. I wasn't really going into this, but fuck that nigga Esau. Fuck nigga. And I don't like using the N-word while I'm online, but man, I'm Salaki. Y'all bear with me. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2. We start from verse 1. For the ungodly said, reasoning with themselves, but not aright. Our lives is short and tedious, and in the death of a man there is no remedy. Neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave. For we are born at all adventure. Excuse me, I'll read that again. For we are born at all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we had never been. Yeah, your ass gonna get wiped out at the end because you a damn monster. For the breath is in our nostrils, is as smoke. For the breath in our nostrils is as smoke, and a little spark in the movement of our hearts. We being extinguished, our bodies shall be turned into ashes, our spirit shall vanish as the soft air, and our name shall be forgotten in time, and no man shall have our works in remembrance, and our life shall pass away as the trace of a cloud, and shall be, I don't even move around this, I ain't trying to get hit. And shall be dispersed as mist that is driven away with the beam of the sun. Salaki, I'm gonna let this pass. Salaki, I'm headed to the wash this morning, so you know. You know how it is. You know how it is in Babylon. What was I? Yeah, that is driven away with the beams of the sun and overcome with the heart thereof. For our time is a very shadow that passeth. Excuse me, this car doing some weird stuff. Alright. For our time is a very shadow that passeth away, and after our end there is no returning, for it is fast sealed. His fate is sealed, man. He know he's done. His fate is sealed. So that no man come again. Come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present, and let us speedily use the creature like as in youth. Let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ornaments, and let no flower of the spring pass us by. Hold on, Slakia. Let us crown ourselves with rosebuds before they be withered. Let none of us go without his part of our voluptuousness. Let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place. For this is our portion, and our lot is this. Let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age. This is this man. This is this man, man. That damn devil. That damn devil, man. This man was known, I'm gonna touch on this man again. This man was known to be the devil in every race. What the so-called, what Gad called him, that blue-eyed devil. Guess what? Over there in Japan, back over there in the, I think it was in the, was it in the Edo period? Hold on, no. Sometime after a little bit of the Edo period, this man came over there, this man came over there, who was it? Was it I know it was the English and was it Spain? I think it was the Spains. I know it was the English was over there, coming over there with Christianity and stuff, but it was really, trying to get territory and stuff. But they called this man, they Japan, Japanese, they started to see through that nigga. They called this man, guess what? That blue-eyed devil. That was they called him over there. That blue-eyed devil. This man, you see, if he ain't pushing this shit on Jake, man, if he ain't pushing this shit on Jake on the 12 tribes, and they would have let be, and he do his thing, this man will be known for folly. This man will be known for being the devil. Still. Still. This man he is the problem. He is the problem. Like I know before, like this truth, I would have been offended. Like, man, wait, why the Lord got to do all that to them? But once you start studying this man, once you start looking at this man action, look what he did to us, look what he do to earth, you be like, man, this nigga gotta go. This nigga gotta go. Hell, your ass gonna be a full ass saying. Like, I gotta eradicate these people. Cause these niggas are a problem. Man. And once you think back on it, you just keep getting pissed. Hell, Jake was alright with leaving that nigga alone. But that's the thing. He won't leave your ass alone. You steady trying to wipe this nigga ass. Let's continue with the scriptures. It's lucky for my spitting, that damn pollen, it's messing with me. So, it's lucky for that. I'm gonna be doing it. The hell with that. I'm just say Salaki for y'all who, some people got like a version of that sound. And I do apologize, but you weak ass chains of darkness that soon will be broken, But here we go. Verse 11. Let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. Therefore let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn, and he is clean contrary to our doings. He upbraided us without offending the law, and objected to our infamy, the transgression of our education. All that junk they said they were gonna do. Yeah, we're gonna enjoy the earth. But we gonna kill Jake. The time my father, the time of the morning of my father is now, but I will kill Jacob. Roughly paraphrasing. That nigga will not leave you alone. That nigga is a problem. Jake was cool leaving them alone, let them destroy themselves. Not Jake in the ancient world. Nah, I'm talking about like Jake post-slavery, post-hardcore slavery. Jake post-hardcore slavery was out leaving this nigga alone. But nah, you see we need that ancient world way, because this nigga just gonna keep coming and coming and coming. This nigga gonna keep destroying the earth, deforestation. I butchered that word, but that, killing all these animals. He'll kill them off to a low number, then profit off of it. You get a damn, what's them dog's name? A husky. They do this with a lot of animals. I'm just bringing up the husky. You try to get a husky, you're gonna have to get that thing neutered or pay like, I don't know. You had to get some. I think you had to get some documents. Yeah, I know you had to get some documents, but I don't know how much you had to pay to be a breeder. I'm like, wait. If these certain animals that are low and low in their population, why the hell you are suppressing their suppressing them from not being fruitful, because this nigga is the devil. This nigga has merchandise life. The natural thing you supposed to be doing, being fruitful and multiplying, letting this place grow. This man said, nah. I'm gonna put a price on that. Not only that, I'm gonna kill y'all. This man answers to kill. This man constant answer is to kill. We gotta knock Salakia. This man gotta get out of the way. I almost said something. This man gotta get out of the way. Oh yeah, this trap is stupid. So that was the point. I might land back this, I don't know. But that was the point, Well, the point was back there in the earlier section of the video. It turned to another thing. But yeah, with that, I hope you was edified. Again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the whole elect, the house of David. Until next time, Yahweh willing, Shalom.